Henry comes to breakfast. A Henry the Green Engine story. Michael the Double Tender Engine for Hire, Part 1. Henry the Green Engine has worked on the main line for many years, and he knows it very well. "You know just where to stop, Henry," said his driver. "You can almost manage it without me." Henry was becoming conceited. He didn't realize his driver was joking. That evening, Henry was boasting to Thomas and Percy. "Driver says I don't need him now." "Don't be silly," hissed Thomas. "I never go without my driver, Henry," said Percy. "I'd be totally frightened." "Puh," said Henry. "I'm not scared." "You never dare," interrupted Percy. "Yes, I will," said Henry. "You wait and see." The next morning, the firelighter arrived. Henry was sewing happily as the warm fire spread through his boiler. Thomas and Percy were still asleep. Suddenly, Henry remembered what his driver said yesterday. "Silly stick-in-the-muds," he laughed. "I'll show them. Driver says I do not need him now. All I have to do is go out. Then I will stop and whoosh and blow my whistle. That will show them." Henry didn't know that a careless cleaner had meddled with his controls. He felt himself rolling along until he disappeared from the sheds. He soon found his mistake. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. "At least whoosh and blow my whistle," Henry said to himself. He tried to do them, but he couldn't do any of them. He just kept rolling along. He didn't want to know what could happen next. There was the signalman's house. The signalman was about to have breakfast with his family and "Somebody help!" cried Henry, and he shut his eyes. The house rocked, broken glass tingled everywhere. Plaster was in all directions. Henry had collected a bush and a curtain on his front. He tried to apologize, but he couldn't speak. He wasn't sure how it happened. The signalman was furious. His wife picked up her plate. "You clumsy engine!" she scolded. "Look what you've done to our breakfast! Now I have to go and make some more!" She banged the door so hard, more plaster fell on Henry. Poor Henry wished it never happened. Workmen came and propped up the house with strong poles. Then they laid rails through the garden. Then Bill and Ben came to pull Henry out. "Don't worry, Henry," they laughed. "We will get you out." Out popped the messed up and dirty Henry. Bits of fence, the bush, the curtain, and a broken window frame decorated his badly twisted front. The twins laughed and left. Henry was in disgrace. There was even more worse to come. You had been a very naughty engine, Henry.
Oh, no, sir. Oh, sorry, sir,
muffled Henry behind his bush. We must send you to the works to have you mended, continued Sir Topham Hatt. It will take a very, very, very long time.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, Michael the double-tender engine will take your place while you're gone.
Double-tender engine, sir?
cried Henry. Yes, Henry, said Sir Topham Hatt. Michael has been a very smart engine ever since he came to Sodor. Double-tender engines never gallop off to breakfast in the signal man's house.